55 years after Stalin's death on the 5th of March 1953, the Soviet leader's house museum in Gori, his native town, still honors the memory of the most famous Georgian in world history. People come to learn about Stalin as a favorite son who later became a great man, not the man responsible for 15 to 20 million deaths during his nearly 30-year rule.
No one's perfect. We all have bad sides, and we don't know how others perceive us. I personally think that he was a great, great leader.
I was interested, so I came here to study his life, learn where he was born and how he lived in the early years of his life. That's why I came here.
The museum, built in 1957, has not changed since Soviet times, mainly because of its small budget. It remains very laudatory towards the father of nations.
Stalin was born here. His mother lived in this room for 4 years.
The museum offers exhibits from Stoso Djugashvili's childhood and youth, as well as personal objects from the time of Stalin's rule. Among them, and this is the highlight of the visit, his armored train carriage, which was seized from the last Russian Tsar, Nicholas II. Now the museum is seeking to change its tone and present a more critical and objective picture of the Soviet Union's leader and teacher, mentioning, for example, the terrible purges of 1936 to 1938. A complicated task indeed.
If you ask simple people about what they think of Stalin, you'll see that they admire him. They're proud that this boy born in Georgia achieved such success and saved Russia, but never ask people who are in power, either here or in Moscow. They hate him because they are dishonest. Everything which was built over the past 70 years is now in the hands of only a few persons. Our family is proud to carry his name now.
Stalin is somewhat of a paradox in his motherland these days. Some see him as a great Georgian, while others reproach him for forsaking his native soil for the benefit of Russia.
For lots of people, he's just a great man from Georgia, and they base their attitude towards him on this. This subject is still taboo. Even in the 80s, when there were discussions about the Soviet occupation and collaborators in Georgia, all stones were thrown at Stalin's henchman, R.Gente, but Stalin was rarely mentioned himself. Over the past 20 years, the government has had enough problems and does not want to create more problems over Stalin.
But time is passing, and for the young generation of Georgians, Stalin is just somebody from the past.